He looks right through me and it shouldn't kill me, but it does.
What are you talking about? Are you just talking rubbish?
What's going on? It's your boy Sint with the Intel, and you can see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Doctor Who Season 4, Episode 8. We are really kicking off the back end of Season 4, which is the final Tenet season. So this is when everything is supposed to be off the chain. IMDb is giving this episode a 9.3 out of 10. Listen, make sure you stay to the very end because me and Rakai, we're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things that may or may not make this worthy of a 9.3. It's going to be tons of fun. So without any further ado, let's get started. Ooh, I'm excited, man. You know, I feel like we're getting to the center of the Cinnabon.
Oh, that's not the center. We didn't pass up Tootsie Rolls. We at Cinnabons. And this is called Silence in the Library?
This one is called Silence in the Library.
Open your eyes again.
Yeah, that's a creepy feeling right there.
When you close your eyes,
I go to the library.
go to the library now.
Hey, I've seen him before. Wasn't he in Resident Evil?
Yeah, it's Resident Evil. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Something's here. Someone's got in. No one's supposed to get in.
She's never mentioned anyone else. She's always been alone.
Someone's in my library.
Huh. Somebody's in my library. I like that. Ah, of course it's the doc.
Oh, hello. Sorry to burst in on you like this. Okay, if we stop here.
Nice look on him. He's changed his suit a little bit with the
Yeah.
dark shirt. Nice look.
There's an old, I think it's an African proverb that says, anytime an elder dies, it's like a library burns down. And that is always kind of like stuck with me. So to see like the mind of this child as this library, it's just, I don't know, maybe it's like a piece of sentiment that's attached to it.
Wow. Okay.
51st century. By now, you've got holovids, direct-to-brain downloads, fiction myths, but you need the smell. The smell of books, Thomas.
Right? The smell of paper and ink, it's something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Biggest hard drive ever. And up here, every book ever written. Whole continents of Jeffrey Archer, Bridget Jones.
Bridget Jones in her diary.
Brand new editions, specially printed.
The whole world is a library?
That's crazy. My
That's
mom
actually dope.
would lose her ish. Like,
Yeah.
she would be frothing at the mouth at that.
I feel that, though. I love the library.
Not peeking at the end.
Isn't travelling with you one big spoiler?
I try to keep you away from major plot developments.
Ah.
Honest, I seem to be very bad at, because, you know what? This is the biggest library in the universe. So where is everyone?
Yeah,
Right.
it is kind of quiet. Xenobiology and art.
The library?
Planet.
He's right. There's like nothing moving. Silent.
I look like we hopping in the Matrix.
Maybe it's a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Agent Smith.
a million gives up after that. A million.
Maybe each word is a life.
A million life forms. And silence in the library.
But there's no one here.
I didn't see the number. Was it a billion, a trillion?
It was a million. I guess a million to the millionth
books-
power.
The
I don't
books
know.
are alive.
Oh, we got some never-ending story about to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other messages? Same date stamps?
One additional message. This message carries a
That face. Oh, it'll come to me. The soccer joint.
count the shadows.
Ted Lasso.
Remember,
She's the psychiatrist.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Good pull. It's a crazy library, dude. Okay, so this is where they found the little girl.
It doesn't do what?
Hang on.
Donna is just practical. Your little thing don't work. Let's move it away. Right, kick in like the SWAT.
Donna be about that action.
Yeah.
Oh.
Security camera.
So the camera was the little girl, huh?
They were in my library. How can they be in my library?
Who were they?
He's scanning that security camera.
Nice door skills, Donna.
Yeah, well, you know, boyfriends, sometimes you need the element of surprise.
Hey, I don't like that, Donna. Chill out. Yeah, calm that down.
It is. It's an alive one.
Can you hear me? Are you all right?
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So why's it got a face?
This flesh aspect was donated by Mark Chambers on the occasion of his death.
Oh. It's kind of morbid.
It has been actualized individually for you from the many facial aspects saved to.
That's why he kept saying, he said, nah, don't worry about it.
It shows me a dead face it thought I'd like. That statue's got a real dead person's face on it.
It's the 51st century. It's basically like donating a park bench. Oh, wait, no.
Hands?
Shadow.
Shadows.
So like, ain't nobody thinking about that.
Yeah, where'd that come from?
Power must be going.
This place runs on fission cells. They'll outburn the sun.
Then why is it dark?
It's not dark.
That's what the thing is. The darkness is alive, huh?
How do you know they're not androids?
Because I've dated androids. They're rubbish.
Who is this? You said we were the only expedition. I paid for exclusives.
I lied. I'm always lying.
Did she say hello, sweetie, when she saw him?
Like they know each other. They got history.
Huh?
It sounds like they got history.
You're not, are you? Tell me you're not archaeologists.
Got a problem with archaeologists?
I'm a time traveler. I point and laugh at archaeologists.
Ah. Professor Riversong.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, unfortunately, I know that name.
Not a foot, not a finger in the shadows to your safety back in your ship. Goes for all of you. Stay in the light.
Just stay in the light.
You, who are you?
Dave.
Okay, Dave.
Oh, well, other Dave, because that's proper Dave, the pilot. He was the first.
Proper Dave. I'm the other Dave.
We're not looking for a way out, Miss Evangelista.
I'm Mr. Lux's personal everything. Intellectual property of the Felman Lux Corporation.
Right, give it in.
Yeah, okay, fine.
You know how many times I've had that happen to me in my face at work trying to hand out. Oh, man, that's funny.
Bet your life.
Always.
What are you doing?
You know that's kind of hot, Doc. Stop fronting.
Yeah. It's funny how he start giving orders to people to start doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every species in the universe.
You hear that growl?
Because it's not irrational. It's Vashta Narada.
What's Vashta Narada?
That's the Narada.
Pretty boy, you're with me. Step into my office.
Professor Song, why am I the only one?
She called him pretty boy.
Oh, I'm pretty boy.
Oh, that came out a bit quick.
Trust me, I just spent 4 days on the ship with that woman. She's,
Couldn't tell the difference between the escape pod and the bathroom. We had to go back for her. Twice.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
Oh, good. How did she get on this mission?
For what?
The usual for coming when I call.
Oh, that was you.
You're doing a very good job acting like you don't know me. I'm assuming there's
Okay, I thought they had some history.
Crash of the Byzantium. Have we done that yet? Obviously ringing no bells. Right.
I look at her book, looks like a TARDIS.
Picnic at Asgard. Have we done Asgard yet? Obviously not.
Do you know who that is? I do.
No, don't tell me.
Okay.
Hard work.
He's like, what the heck?
You're young.
I'm really not, you know.
No, but you are. Your eyes. You're younger than I've ever.
Look at Donna like, what the hell?
Okay.
Is that an alarm?
Doctor, So that sounds like...
Yeah, it is. It's a phone.
Huh. Back when phones had cords.
Okay. I don't like that. Let's try something else.
Okay. So she's drawing the library.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh, there we go.
The library's never been on television before. What have you done?
I just refreshed the interface.
Oh.
What happened? Who was that?
Shadows.
What is going on?
Shadows is like, we'll have none of that.
I'm so confused about the link between the library and this little girl.
You working on those lights? Need those lights. You heard them, people. Let there be light.
Hey, she said the thing.
Look, he's mad curious. Her little diary or whatever, it looks like a TARDIS, don't it?
You're not allowed to see inside the books. It's against the rules.
What rules?
Against
Your
the
rules.
Your rules.
Yeah, I knew she was gonna say that. Yep.
That's why stuff she was asking him. She said, "Have we done that yet?" Did you hear that?
Yeah.
So,
It's the thing about being a Time Lord. You know, you never know what time you've reached other people.
Then why don't you sign his contract? I didn't either. I'm getting worse than you. And there was nothing for 100 years.
It's taken 3 generations of my family just to decode the seals and get back in.
Excuse me?
Not just now.
they should probably listen to her.
Yeah.
My life, with everything.
You've only just met him.
Nope, he's only just met me.
That, oh,
This might be important, actually.
In a moment.
I better listen a little. She a little dim with it, but that's okay.
Is this a slow girl? She walked off on her own?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that part.
She did?
Everybody
Oh,
careful. Stay in the light.
Was that her?
I don't know.
Please state your current...
They bust her down to the white meat. To the white bone. Dang. I mean, it's how clean
like
the bones
instant.
are. Yeah, that's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Like suck the marrow out and everything.
What could do that to a person in a few seconds?
Took a lot less than a few seconds.
Yeah, that's the thing. Do you want to find out?
Excuse me?
What the?
I'm sorry. Hello? Excuse me?
Dang.
That's
What?
That's Miss Evangelista.
That was Miss Evangelista.
Just, no.
This is her last moment. No, we can't. A little respect, thank you.
Sorry, where am I? Excuse me?
Look at the outfit, like, tore that thing to shreds.
She's in there.
I can't see. I can't... Where am I?
She's just brainwashed now. The pattern won't hold for long.
They called it brain waste? That's crazy.
Or brain waves.
I don't know what I'm thinking.
She's a footprint
Oh,
on the
Lord.
beach. And the tide's coming in.
Where's that woman?
That's a good way to put it.
That's messed up.
Go ahead, she can hear you.
Hello, are you there?
Help her.
She's dead.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, but do this last nice kind thing.
Is that the nice woman?
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'm here. I'm not going to tell them.
Don't tell the others. They'll only
She's
know.
looping now, the pattern's degrading.
I can't think. I don't know.
It's like watching someone drown.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
That's not a bad thought to go out on.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
That's really dark.
It is.
It was horrible. That was the most horrible thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty jacked up.
I don't know. I mean, she was on the planet of the Ood, so I don't know if that's the most horrible thing.
Whatever killed her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll introduce you.
That's when you get to looking
So,
at
what is it
money
he said,
bags,
be in
the
the dark
patent
to-
that's trying to protect his family, and you get to shaking that dude and be like, yo, cough up that information.
Who are you, Jimmy?
Again, spoilers. Chicken and a bit of salad. knock yourself out.
I mean, she's got a loving look in her eyes. It looks trusting.
Darling, Dr. Moon is going now, but he'd like a word with you alone. Is that all right?
Yes, of course, Dr. Moon.
She like the new Carol Ann. She's like the...
Yeah.
Is that what's going on?
Don't go into the light, Karen. Don't go into the light.
Those people are depending on you. Only you can save them. Only you.
All right. You know, let's put our fate in the hands of a little girl. Now? Say that again?
Who's Dr. Moon now? Like,
The doctor. You travel with him.
What of it?
Proper Dave, could you move over a bit?
Like, I know all of his travelers. I know you too.
even though Donna's not like romantic and she got like a little jealousy. Like she's extremely insecure about River Song.
Go way back, that man and me. Just not this far.
But she kind of gave that vibe off when Martha first showed up too a little bit.
He looks right through me and it shouldn't kill me, but it does.
What are you talking about? Are you just talking rubbish?
Donna Noble.
Yeah. Why?
I do know the doctor. But in the future. His personal future.
So why don't you know me? Where am I in the future?
Like, you do know he lives forever, right? Like, damn near forever.
She had that look like, ooh, girl, you died.
It's not a shadow. It's a swarm.
A swarm.
The piranhas.
Dang!
Literally the shadows that melt the
Vashtanarada. That's a dope name.
in small clusters. I've never seen
It's
an
like
infestation on this scale.
invisible flying piranha.
Yeah.
Dust and sunbeams.
Oh.
If they were on Earth, we'd know.
See, first y'all had me shook at statues. Now you got me looking at sunbeams for funny.
Yeah.
No. But any shadow.
So what do we do?
Not every shadow, but any shadow.
It's back of the neck. Vashtanarada. Run. Run.
They don't even have a weakness.
There must be an exit teleport somewhere.
Don't look at me, I haven't memorized the schematics.
Doctor,
Schematics.
I always make you go to the little shop on the way out so they can sell you stuff. Brilliant.
That's why I like the little shop.
Okay, let's move it.
Actually, Papa Dave.
Proper Dave.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Wait, you've got two shadows.
Oh, you a rat, my guy.
Like there's a million wasps.
We're not leaving you, Dave.
Of course we're not leaving you. Where's your helmet? Don't point, just tell me.
On the floor, by my bag.
Don't cross his shadow!
Dang.
That's crazy. You know what that reminds me of? The second Hellboy movie. Them little pixies that came out of the statue.
So we haven't got any helmets.
Yeah, but we're safe.
The thing behind the tooth fairy.
Okay. 800%. Pass it on.
Gotcha.
What's that?
She's like, come on now. I told you I know you.
Sonic.
Yeah, I know. Snap.
Oh, I can't wait to find out their history.
With me, come on.
I'm guessing former companion as well.
Can't send the others. TARDIS won't recognise them. You're out of suit. You're not safe.
You didn't have to suit, so you're in just as much danger as I am, and I'm not leaving.
Hold on, let me explain.
Ah, yeah, that's how you do it. I can't argue with you right now. I got work to do. Oh no.
Are they on her?
Whoa.
They're never just gone, and they never give up. This one's benign.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
In your helmet.
Seriously, turn them back on.
They are on.
I can't see a bloody thing.
Dave?
They're in the suit.
Are we safe here?
Dave, I want you to stay still. Absolutely still.
Oh, got him.
You're like,
Talk to me, Dave.
Nah, ain't nothing but bones, my guy.
he's not, I'm fine. I'm okay.
I'm fine.
Watch him shine a light. He's a
Nah,
skeleton.
that's his shadow
Yeah.
voice.
Why can't I?
Yep, you see the lights disappearing on the green?
Why can't I? I can't
So they jumped in his helmet before they put the helmet on. It was in there.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hey, who turned out the lights?
Doctor, don't.
It's gonna be nothing but a skull. Yep. My man got the thriller walk.
But it's learning.
Sweetie, dinner's ready.
Donna Noble has been saved.
Okay.
She's been saved.
Yeah. Well, what does that mean exactly? Saved as in like in data, or saved as in like life?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to boost the power. Light doesn't stop them, but it slows them down.
So, what's the plan? Do we have a plan?
Yeah, it's bigger than yours. Yeah. Stronger.
You gave it to me.
I don't give my screwdriver to anyone.
I'm not anyone.
Donna Noble! There's a Donna Noble somewhere in this library. Do you have the software to locate her position?
Donna Noble has left the library.
Oh!
Has been saved.
She's been saved. Yup, like the as data. Wow.
Donna Noble has been saved.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
Donna Noble has left the
That's wild.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you wanna watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Centel. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. So they was gonna drop it like that. You knew it. You knew they weren't gonna just let us get a little bit of satisfaction. They was gonna sit there and set it up. Listen. Okay. We have been prepping ourselves for this, the back half of this season, and so far it is living up to the expectations. We've got some questions that need to be answered. We got a mysterious little girl who has some kind of contact with the otherworldly type library. We got another young woman who's popped in who knows different other future versions of the Doctor. We got Donna Noble who's been hemmed up and her face has been saved. That's a lot to kick off for this back half. Like, you want to talk about like setting the plates at the table. This was a very good episode for doing that. Not a lot of like, questions being answered, but setting the template down. How you feeling?
I feel exactly the same way. Like, now that we're on the back half, and that means, forgetting everything about, David Tennant and what's going to happen to the 10th Doctor and everything. For one, it's a Stephen Moffat episode, and he has given us the bangers, the 14th Doctor, he gave us Boom. The best of all, he gave us Blink. He gave us the woman in the fireplace. Like, Stephen Moffat, shoots the arrow, he doesn't miss. He gave us The Empty Child in season 1, so I know when his name comes up as he was the writer, listen, I'm paying all the way attention. And listen, he's off to a fantastic start. And this right here, and actually, it was the same. It just clicked into my head.
Okay.
When I said that it reminded me of, so Hellboy 2.
Okay.
At the beginning was an auction, and the Prince Narada.
Okay.
Prince Narada went around and he collected those statues, those big fertile feminine statues.
Yeah.
But inside the statues was those little pixies that were the behind the legend of the Tooth Fairy.
Right.
Because they ate your teeth. They fed on the calcium in your bones. And, and you couldn't see them. They were in the dark. And the only thing that they hurt them was the light. They were called, they called them Vashton Narada
Really?
in Hellboy.
Really? So okay, so this isn't just a first go round with this type of lore. So there probably is a history of this lore. With the Vasta Narada, which is an awesome name.
You know, like those of us that read the Bible, you get a very straightforward version of, you know, depiction of events, or, you know, if you think it's mythology, you think it's parable, you think of stories, it is what it is. However, there are many people in the world that research beyond that and will tell you about the stories of Lilith and the Nephilim and all sorts of other things, the things that go bump in the night, and they have names. There's like, when you watch Sandman, and, you know, Lucifer and all that, and Neil Gaiman has done extensive research that there are names. So when he is saying stuff and names in there, those are what people actually say are the names of, you know, minor demons, major demons, stuff like that.
Okay.
And so in that type of, depending on what you believe, lore, mythology, the supernatural, yeah, the Vasta Narada is a thing.
Yo, that's fire.
You know, he said, what did he say? The people have a irrational fear of the dark all across the universe. Yeah. But it's irrational. It is the Vasta Narada. And of course, leave it to Stephen Moffat. Like, I can't even look at statues the same way.
Exactly.
Now I'm like,
that's what I'm saying,
you know,
man. You take the little
tonight might be the first night I go to the night with a damn nightlight or something. I'm a grown ass man.
Oh man. All right, so look, let's have a little fun. Let's throw on tinfoil hats, because I feel like this is going to be a pretty cool stretch, right? I feel like it's going to be more than just a 2-parter. This could be a potential 3-parter, and who knows. Let's throw on our tin hats. Who's the little girl? It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just for the sake of fun, for shits and giggles.
All right, so here's the disconnect for me, and it reminds me of the nuanced modern parts that they try to shoehorn into the Assassin's Creed games.
Okay. Okay.
When the Doctor and Donna saw the little girl, they saw her at first.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, as she saw Doctor and Donna, and then all of a sudden she turned into that security camera thing. And then everything that little girl was saying on the outside world was coming up, on the screen. So apparently she's, I don't know, because the little dude that's on the space expedition with him, he says this is his family's library, this is family, their legacy. But they said that the library went dark 100 years ago.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I could throw some wild,
Yeah, we know. I think you're kind of onto something with the Assassin's Creed thing. In case you didn't know, at least in the original Assassin's Creed, there was a machine that allowed you to stream your consciousness to the past into a formal vessel of that was in your bloodline, and you can kind of like live through them, and then the events and the storyline that unfolds in the past is kind of like how you.
Yeah, and the more that you did in that world, the more access you had to the world. So the more that you ventured out, you open up new parts of the world and new memories. That's what the interaction with the little girl reminds me of, but it's still confusing because, so she said Donna Noble is saved.
Yes.
And then she became a statue.
Right.
The Dr. Moon, is that? No. Yeah, Dr. Moon, he said to her, no, the library's real. There's people in there. They're in danger. Only you can save them.
Right.
And then she thought she saved Donna.
Yeah. It feels like she feels like she's a medium, right? She's a medium between the real world that we're accustomed to, and whatever this world is that we're looking at now with what is the library, which to me feels like if it's a planet, the library is actually a planet filled with knowledge, then maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like the collective knowledge of all civilizations. I think he kind of hinted around roughly towards it. That's kind of like what it is. And somebody is attacking this library, right? Like this Vashta Nerada. Which I guess we're trying to figure out the why. Why would somebody attack the Vashta Nerada? Why would somebody attack, a library that has the intelligence of the known universe? So maybe the little girl is the key to fend that off, to free information for everybody else. Hence the Star Tours kind of coming in, with River Song kind of like hopping in and being like, well, let's tour. Kind of like if somebody was to offer a tour of what was the name of the great library that Alexander built?
Library at Alexandria.
I guess the Library of Alexandria. Okay, so let's just say you could take a tour to be like, this was the place that housed everything that was known.
Or for us, like the Library of Congress.
Right. So you got these Star Tours kind of going on to maybe collect this information so they can sell it, save it, or whatever it is, because it's just a cool hot spot to kind of be. So I think she is supposed to save this library to maybe like unleash the knowledge back into the world again, because since nobody is there, there's something that's being like, blockaded, and that has to be freed. And I think Donna is being saved as Data. That's why I was like, when they were like, well, is she saved? Or are we talking about her life, or are we talking about, because we've kind of got hinted to that with when people died, the whatever the technology is that's on their suit saves an imprint of their consciousness, like an echo of their consciousness. So if that can be done on a smaller scale, right, then maybe Donna is. I don't think Donna's dead. She's just way too important.
But he transported her back to the TARDIS, but she never showed up.
Right.
And then it's almost like they hijacked the signal.
Right.
In
they
transit,
hijacked
and
the
then they
data
stuck her
and then
face
put her in one of those library
thing.
statues. Right.
So if you think the only other show sci-fi that I know that does that is Star Trek.
Yeah.
And in Star Trek, they can kind of take the data when people are teleporting and put it in some kind of stasis where it can be recovered later. So maybe that's it.
Yeah.
However, I have I don't know if it's like, it's not really a new theory. But just an observation.
Okay.
If you look inside the library, the iron railings around the library have this symbol on them that's kind of tilted. There's a symbol on them.
Okay, so you're saying?
When that little girl, when he, jacked into the security camera feed, and the little girl fell on the floor of the doctor's office, that exact same symbol was a rug on the floor under where she fell.
Okay.
So maybe in some way that, I don't know, that little girl, the Dr. Moon's office or something is connected to this corporation, this dude, like they covering it up or something. Because like you said, this is a whole world that's a library.
Yeah.
And at the time, 100 years ago, when the Vashta Nerada showed up for whatever reason in the library, there was almost, it's 4,300 people in the library at that time.
Right.
Who knows how many other ones were on
Well, that's just the people that survived.
Yeah.
That's just the people that survived, I thought.
Okay, yeah, but what does that mean? Does that mean that they were able to teleport them out and save their, bits and pieces and digital data or whatever? And like, remember when he pulled up the thing and they thought all the books were alive, and it said like 1 trillion. That's the Vashta Nerada hiding in the shadows.
Yes. Yeah, it was like 100 million to the 100 millionth power or whatever it is, and that's why they.
I think it was like 1 trillion.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like 12 zeros. If I'm.
It was an insane number. So let me ask you something. This is definitely a shot in the dark as well. Did we ever conclude during the episode when they were in Pompeii and they were getting the circuit boards, and the circuit boards were used to launch the ship, but were they used for something else as well? I was just curious because it felt kind of a little unresolved with the circuit boards. So
it was resolved. Like, why were they doing that in Pompeii?
Right.
And I almost think, to your point, and I was going to say that, but I didn't think about that Pompeii episode at all.
Okay.
In all of the other episodes we watched, there's always been like a big bad, and they did all these things, Bad Wolf, vote Harold Saxon. You know, it's always been kind of there. All these clues, hints, tidbits. And I feel like it's almost like this season, except for, like you said, that Pompeii, the Fires of Pompeii episode, I want to say I've missed them because I really haven't looked for them because I don't know, maybe it wasn't as blatant in your face.
Yeah.
But like I said, like I just caught that little symbol. And I was going to say that maybe, again, because just the thing about where the Vashnarada show up on this planet and start devouring everything on the planet, that seems almost purposeful. Because the Vashnarada are all through the universe. They're not in every shadow, but they can be in any shadow.
Right.
It seems like they don't have that concentrated a number of, you know, whatever they are on any one place.
Right.
It's just like, you know, kind of like the Bermuda Triangle. You know what I'm saying? There's anomalies in the Bermuda Triangle. If you happen to go down there, you know, some stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like on any world where they're at, that's kind of how they are. That they, you know, people go into that shadow, they go into that cave, and they never come back, and that's because they didn't make it a foot inside the cave.
Look what knows he gets you.
But 1 trillion of them all on one world, that's almost purposeful. Like you took out this world.
Well,
but why?
That's the big thing, because if there's one thing about all the weird alien people that we meet on our adventures, there's always a why. That's the why they're doing these things, and we have no idea what the why is. The only thing, the only clue that we have is the fact that they just eat and devour all flesh. That's it, and we're in a spot where, you know, it feels like it's like the universe's brain, this library. I mean, it may not be, but that's how it feels to me. So it feels like something else is in control. Maybe the Vashnarada doesn't seem like they're an intelligent species. They just seem like they just eat, right? So
no, they're just a swarm. They're piranha.
Right. So to me, it seems like that's something that could be set forth on a planet by something else. You know, it's like, so I would like to know what that why is, and then I want to really know how it connects with that little girl. I think that.
Well, you know what's got me?
What's that?
The why is big, but the where. And they came to this library, the biggest library in the known universe. The entire planet is a library. He said the computer system there is the biggest hard drive, is the, you know, most advanced computer, whatever, known to, you know, any species. And they're here. One thing that information has always been is power. So what is it that they don't want anyone to find, anyone to know? You know, and especially River Song says she called the doctor there purposefully.
Yeah.
It just, the message got to him before the doctor that she intended to get the message.
She thought she was going to go to another version of the doctor. Yeah. An older version. Right. Yeah.
And like I said, I do know who she is, but I don't know the story behind any of who she is, and I'm not going to tell you.
Don't tell me,
because I'm not going to do that to you. So, like I said, unfortunately, I know who she is, but I don't know any of the backstory or any of this. So, like, everything we're seeing in this episode is new to me. It's news to me.
Okay.
I know her name. I know who she is. And I know that however they make it out of this episode won't be the last time that we see her. Of course, that's definitely alluded to already.
That's not a spoiler because she says it. She's like, we've already done this dance a few times. I think that's actually a good place to kind of stick a pin in this, because we could really go off the reservation and find ourselves in the weeds. Thank you all so much for hanging out and listening to us kind of like blather on, because we're interested in how the table has been set, and you know, trying to see, you know, what these good vittles these writers Moffat has got intended for us. If you've been enjoying the conversation, just the way me and Rakai chop it up, be a friend of the channel and hit that subscription button. Of course, give us that thumbs up because that's how the people know you're digging what we're giving you. And listen, I want to take a moment to I have a project that I'm currently working on with a Discord in order to make the community a lot more robust, a lot better a way of getting in contact with everybody, talking about individual episodes, favorite characters, favorite reactions that we have on the channel as a whole section strictly just for Whovians. It should be coming out within the next couple of days, hopefully by this weekend. Rakai's taking a look at somebody else who has kind of done this, and I know you've kind of seen how robust that community can be, and I'm really looking forward to bringing that to all of the Whovians and everybody that's a fan of just the Sintel channel as a whole. I think it's going to be something that we can all really just sink our teeth into and enjoy. Now, when it comes to sinking your teeth into something and enjoying and getting down to the bow, I'm talking about, listen, my mama eats chicken like ain't nobody's business. Is she from the South? My dad, my mom, they from Dothan, Alabama and Panama City, Florida, and folks get down a lot different on chicken. My mama cracks the bones and eats the marrow. This is just what it is, we ain't gonna just eat, we gonna eat. And I'm saying that because that's what Rakai's channel's like. Here, we just eating the meat off the bones. But when you get to Rakai's channel, you cracking them bones and sucking the marrow because it's a deep dive and it's delicious. You gonna get more than what you expected. Rakai, tell the people how they get in contact with you.
Hold on. I can't. That was the craziest analogy ever, and I love it. Oh my God. Yes, we are cracking the bones open, sucking the marrow out. Wow, no diddy. That was wild. Really, this episode, of course, I have enjoyed so much doing my deep dives and, analysis breakdowns of all these different TV series, episodes, and movies that we're watching on Sintel's channel. The reactions are great. And something might resonate, and I might go and do my own little deep dive. And I say, it's kind of part informational, part analysis, and part therapy, really. And I'm not trying to preach anybody, tell them what they should do. It's just kind of how it resonates with me. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do one for this episode too. I was trying to debate on whether I was going to wait and let the second episode play out and then do it, but I might just go off my initial thoughts behind this one. So I'm really anxious for people not only to see our reaction to this, but jump into my deep dive and some of the other ones I've done, especially our wonderful Whovian community. But we cover some other things. Sintel covers a bunch of things on his channel, and I don't have the bandwidth to cover as much. I wish I could drop videos every day. So I'm a little bit more selective on what I do because I just can't do as much. But lately we've been covering New Who and Disney Who. We've been covering The Acolyte. We've watched a couple other movies. We got several lives coming. I'm kind of watching Bridgerton on my own. And he's watching. Listen, if you have not seen the Bridgerton stuff with Sintel and MC, you need to watch it. It is amazing, and you need to be in on all the lives that they do and that we got coming up. We actually have a lot of stuff coming up for you, and we really hope that you take part in it. Jump in his Patreon. His Patreon's popping. Mine is beginning. It's it's still crawling. It's it's teething. It's on Gerbers and little baby huggies. But we getting there. We growing up fast, y'all. Yeah. Get in this Discord. Listen, I've seen some other Discords that were good, and I saw one that was really, really popping, and we trying to get there. So we thank y'all for taking this ride with us. And if you want to hitch on to my little tricycle as I try to hold on to Sintel's motorcycle, Noop from the Ville, NUPEFROM DAVILLE. because it's got to be about this right here. But as you can tell from me and Centel, we put a lot of this right here into it too.
Yo, thank you so much for your time. Obviously, let us know in the comments what we got right, what we got wrong, and the phone is definitely what did we miss. And thank you for your time. We'll catch y'all on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care.